No evidence has been revealed to suggest that a crime occurred. We found no illegal drugs, only prescription medicines.
Cops will not say whose name is on those pill bottles, but sources tell us it's Howard K. Stearns, Anna Nicole's companion and lawyer, who was with her at the Florida hotel and in the Bahamas when her son died 5 months ago. So what about suicide? Could Anna Nicole have downed those pills and killed herself? The medical examiner says that's unlikely.
When somebody takes a large amount of pills and dies as a result of it, usually found some of the pills still in the stomach. We did not see any intact pills in the stomach.
So heart attack? No real sign. That leaves overdose, some sort of natural causes, or a combination, says the medical examiner. Toxicology, he says, will take 3 to 5 weeks.
At this time, we do not make a determination of the cause and the manner of death.
It's like when her son died. Weeks later, we learned he overdosed. For now, they're holding Anna Nicole's body in Florida, and there's a lawsuit over that. And they're not ruling out the possibility of overdose. But tonight, the mystery remains while cops review surveillance tapes, and another man steps forward to claim he's the father of Anna Nicole's infant daughter. Our own Greta Van Susteren, host of On the Record on Fox Top Stories, she's live tonight. Greta, what did we learn?
Well, I'll tell you, we learned really only one thing, and that's that there is no physical trauma to the body. Now, the chiefs did say that there's no evidence of a murder, but what he didn't say is they've ruled out murder. They have not ruled out murder. They have not ruled out suicide, but as you properly noted, the fact that there are no pills in the stomach suggests it wasn't suicide. They have not ruled out natural causes. They have not ruled out accident. Shep, this, as you stated in your introduction, this truly is a mystery. I mean, what happened behind me in this hotel yesterday is something that baffles so many people. 39-year-old woman seemingly in good health, although she was feeling sick in the hours and days leading up to her collapse and then, of course, her death. But it is an enormous mystery down here, and it creates so many problems. There's a little girl someplace, either here in Florida or in the Bahamas, who can't even talk, who's without a mother and whose father is unknown. There are fights over hundreds of millions of dollars. So this is truly, this is a tragedy, but it is one that we're going to hear a lot about for a long time because much has to be unraveled. So, to answer your first question, what have we learned? We learned really only one thing, and that's that there's no physical trauma to her body.
What more about the police investigation, Greta, if anything? I know they're looking over surveillance tapes.
Well, you know, that's sort of curious that they're looking over surveillance tapes. I think they're doing that because they want to be thorough. I mean, there has been no hint down here that someone sort of sneaked into the room and did something to her. I mean, we don't have any of that. I mean, look, I think what they're focusing on, and I think what the medical examiner today was saying was sort of code for drug overdose. And he can't say there's a drug overdose because they don't have the toxicology screenings back. That's going to take several weeks before he gets that information. The medical examiner would never guess, but I think he was sending a signal to us that his suspicion is it's a drug overdose. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean it was simply an accident. I mean, it can always be a crime. No one suggests a crime, but the police have an obligation to investigate everything. Look at everybody who was with her, what everybody was doing, what her condition was, what her state of mind is. You know, there's so many unanswered questions here. The only thing they do know is that Anna Nicole is dead, that a judge has in essence put a hold on her body. They can't bury it. They don't know who the father of her baby is. They know there's a suspicious death around her son Daniel, to the point there'll be an inquest in the Bahamas on March 27th. So the one thing we do know is that there are lots of questions. We just don't have those answers, Shep.
Greta Van Susteren live tonight in Fort Lauderdale.